My name is Isa Bela, and I'm so happy that you could join me. I really enjoy creating glass art, and I'm happy to share some of my work with you here. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and hopefully you're already subscribed to my YouTube channel. Please share with your friends, and come back and see me regularly because I hope to be sharing lots of special projects with you here in the future. Okay, I decided that this is the pattern that I wanted to make. So I took it down to my copy store and had it blown up to the size that I wanted to make it, and I had two copies made of it. I then brought it back to my table, as you can see here, and one copy we're cutting apart so that we can know, put each piece on top of the glass, trace it, and actually cut the glass from it. The bottom is what we're going to be using throughout the project to always refer back to for this piece. The pieces of paper, you can't just use a regular scissor to cut those out with, because what you need is this little, I'll put it over here on the white so you can see it better, this little gap, which will later turn out to be the solder line, so that all the pieces fit together perfectly and you're not just like grinding away on them forever. So I made these special scissors. You can probably see there's the bottom one has, let me put it over here, a hollow space, so when you cut in between it'll give you a little piece of paper. I'll try to demonstrate that. What I was wanting to demonstrate is how you cut these apart with these scissors. You just have to take little bitty bites with the scissors, or it just won't work. And then you can see what comes out here, which is that little space between here and here, which is going to make it come out perfect later. So as we cut these out, we put them back on the pattern. I've got all this junk on here just trying to hold everything down so the wind doesn't blow it away or whatever. And then we're later going to use these pieces to actually cut the glass. So now all of the pieces are cut out and we have them laying here flat. Hopefully they'll go flat after a while, but no. We're going to cut glass out of this tomorrow and go from there. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to take this board, we're going to put our project on here to work on it. And as you can see, it's a bit of a mess. I was using these things to keep my pieces held down. They're all here and accounted for. We're going to put it over here. And I like to, of course, we got to get this all really clean. I like to tack this down. So if you hear a machine running, we're in my basement. That just happens to be my laundry going. So sorry you have to hear that. So as you can see, we have all of the pieces here that correspond and fit perfectly. So we're going to use these pieces here to actually cut the glass. So the glass that I've chosen for this is I'm going to use this green. I'm going to call this the front. And I'm going to use this for the skin color. And then I have this beautiful piece of red-orange, beautiful colors of mixture, and I'm going to use that for the background and the hair pieces. I think I'll try to do it like maybe more in the red. We'll see how that turns out. So I'm just going to be using these 3 pieces of glass, and the next thing we're going to be doing is actually cutting some of this glass. So let's just get started. So what I'd like to do next is just kind of collect all of the pieces that are going to be cut out of one color. In this case, it's really not that difficult because of the color photocopier that I went to have the pattern made. This really takes a whole lot of the work out of pattern making by going and having your photocopy made. And just a little tip of sometimes when you go and do this, your lines won't be very distinct, and so and here it's not perfect, but it's at least there's a line, there's some definition. And the way that happened is I took this and copied it at home on my copy machine, and then I actually drew these lines with the fine tip pen before I went over to the copy store and asked for the enlargement. So that really helped the definition of the lines come out a lot better. So, and that really helps. If you don't have a good pattern, you're not going to have a good start for your project. So let's see, we have all of these. I'm just going to move all of the pieces over. It's going to be the other colors over here. And I'm going to move the pattern. This one is called a cartoon. We're going to be working from this for the rest of the project until it's complete. So this is the green that we're going to use, and these are all of the green pieces that are going to need to be cut. Okay, and so goes right here. And this is the glass. Okay, so this side of the glass is has way more texture than this side, which tells me that I probably want to actually do my cutting on this side, which means that I'm going to have to put my pattern piece upside down to trace it so that it'll come out in reverse just the way I need it. So in looking at this and looking at the glass, I'm thinking that I really like this right here and the way it looks a little different. It would be nice if that was maybe here, or maybe even like that. So if I look at that piece, then I'm going to put it on here upside down like that. And you really can only plan one cut at a time. So I'm going to put this here. And just trace around it. Okay, and these numbers are really important, so I'm going to put that on there. And just so that I remember that this is the back of the glass, I put the letter B. This was the price that I paid for the glass. That's irrelevant, I know that. So now this piece is traced on. I'm going to lay it aside, but as we know, things can happen, and I might be needing that again at some point if I were to break this before I were to get it just the way I want it to go into the space. So, and this is the marker that I was using to trace with. I'm just going to use a regular glass cutter. It has oil inside. You open it a little bit and get moving. Just make sure that a little bit of oil is coming out, which it is. And I'm just going to go straight across here, and then we'll work on the finer points. And you can hear the sound of the blade scoring the glass. It would help if I had all my tools already out here on the table, but we're going now. So you always have to continually clean your area because little shards of glass are not going to be your friend here. Okay, now this is going to be a weak point because it sticks out here all by itself. So right now, while I have the support of all of this other glass here, I'm going to go ahead. You always use this tool with the screw to the up. So I'm going to try to cut this in. That worked out nice. Now let's see. Be very careful when we get out here. About those little shards of glass. Whenever I'm cutting a piece that has a small piece out like this, I usually try to cut starting at the weak point and going to the stronger point. So let's start here. I'm just going to take as much as I can. And not go too crooked. So this here, we're going to leave this, and I'm going to be working on that with the grinder, which we're going to show here in a little bit. But for now, we have, this is 13, the back, and this loosely does fit here already, and I really like the way that's going to look.
Thanks for joining us, and please click on Part 2
to see the rest of this film.